In life, challenges come when we least expect them. Sometimes the weight feels unbearable. Doubts creep in. Fear starts to take hold. But there is a source of strength far greater than our struggles. Hidden within ancient wisdom are scriptures that ignite courage, renew focus, and restore confidence. They are more than words. They are tools that guide you through the toughest battles. Even when everything feels against you, these scriptures have the power to lift your spirit and sharpen your faith. Imagine facing obstacles with calm assurance. Imagine making decisions without hesitation, even under pressure. Imagine walking through life with quiet confidence, knowing that no challenge is too great. These scriptures can make that reality possible. Today we will reveal 5 powerful scriptures that strengthen your faith in every spiritual battle. Each one carries practical guidance, encouragement, and hope. By the end, you will feel equipped, focused, and ready to face any challenge with unwavering faith. Life often feels overwhelming without clear reasons. People face pressure, fear, and inner conflict that cannot be explained easily. These moments quietly test belief and confidence. When challenges appear without warning, the mind searches for stability. Faith becomes important during such times, not as emotion, but as inner strength built on truth. Many struggles happen internally before they show outward signs. Doubt grows slowly. Confidence weakens over time. Without guidance, thoughts become heavy and confusing. Scripture offers clarity during these moments. It speaks calm into noisy thoughts and restores focus when direction feels lost. Strength does not come from ignoring problems. It comes from facing them with wisdom. Words written long ago still offer relevance today. They remind people that difficulty is part of growth, not failure. Reading scripture helps shift perspective from fear to understanding. This outline prepares the foundation for everything ahead. It explains why faith needs reinforcement, not through loud words, but through steady truth. When belief is grounded, challenges lose their control. This understanding opens the door to deeper strength. Some battles are silent and invisible to others. People may appear calm while feeling deeply unsettled inside. Stress, worry, and uncertainty can quietly drain energy. These experiences often feel isolating. Faith becomes a source of comfort during these unseen struggles. Daily pressure slowly shapes how people think and respond. Without support, negative thoughts take over. Scripture provides reassurance during these moments. It reminds the mind that hardship does not define identity. Strength grows when truth replaces fear. Many people search for motivation outside themselves, yet lasting confidence comes from inner alignment. Words of wisdom help reset the mind and steady emotions. Scripture encourages patience and resilience when answers seem delayed. This outline highlights the importance of inner strength. It shows how belief acts as an anchor. When life feels unstable, faith grounded in truth offers calm and direction. This prepares the viewer for deeper understanding ahead. Faith does not grow by chance. It develops through consistent focus and understanding. When belief is ignored, it weakens over time. Life's challenges expose this weakness quickly. Scripture strengthens belief by offering steady reminders of purpose and hope. Many people rely on feelings to guide decisions. Feelings change often. Truth remains steady. Scripture teaches discipline of thought. It encourages reflection instead of reaction. This creates emotional balance during difficult moments. Reading meaningful words reshapes perspective. It trains the mind to respond with patience rather than fear. Confidence grows quietly. Over time, resilience becomes natural. Scripture supports this transformation by reinforcing positive thinking. This outline explains why belief needs reinforcement. Faith supported by truth becomes durable. When difficulties arise, stability remains. This understanding prepares the audience for deeper insights into strength and endurance. Prayer alone is powerful, but understanding strengthens it further. Many people speak words without grounding them in truth. This can lead to frustration. Scripture adds clarity and direction. It supports belief with understanding. Words influence the mind deeply. When spoken with purpose, they bring calm. Scripture shapes these words wisely. It provides structure to thoughts and emotions. This combination strengthens inner resolve. Challenges often cause people to question their path. Scripture offers reassurance during uncertainty. It reminds individuals that growth takes time. Strength develops through patience, not urgency. This outline shows how faith becomes stronger when supported by understanding. Truth reinforces belief. When both work together, confidence increases. This foundation prepares viewers for deeper learning ahead. Life rarely moves without resistance. Difficult moments test patience and confidence. These experiences are not random. They shape character and resilience. Scripture helps interpret challenges with wisdom rather than fear. Many people see hardship as failure. Scripture reframes it as preparation. It teaches endurance and persistence. This shift in thinking brings calm during pressure. Understanding purpose changes response. Instead of panic, people develop patience. Scripture supports this mindset by encouraging steady growth. Confidence builds quietly through consistent belief. This outline emphasizes perspective. When challenges are understood correctly, strength increases, faith becomes steady and reliable. This prepares the audience for deeper exploration of truth and resilience. Thoughts shape reality more than circumstances. Negative thinking weakens confidence. Scripture guides the mind toward clarity. It helps replace confusion with understanding. Daily pressure often creates mental fatigue. Without direction, thoughts spiral. Scripture interrupts this cycle. It encourages reflection and balance. Reading meaningful words trains the mind to slow down. Calm replaces anxiety. Confidence strengthens gradually. This process builds emotional stability. This outline highlights mental strength. Faith supported by truth creates clarity. When the mind is steady, challenges feel manageable. This sets the stage for deeper insight ahead. Confidence grows when belief is reinforced. Speaking truth strengthens inner resolve. Scripture supports this process. It encourages consistency in thought and action. Words influence emotions deeply. Positive truth reshapes inner dialogue. Scripture provides this truth clearly. Over time, confidence becomes natural. Fear weakens when belief is strengthened. Scripture reminds people of their worth and direction. This creates emotional balance. This outline explains how spoken truth strengthens belief. Faith grows through understanding. This prepares the audience for deeper teachings ahead. False ideas weaken confidence quietly. Scripture brings clarity. It corrects misunderstanding and restores focus. Understanding truth changes perception. Scripture explains identity clearly. It encourages confidence without arrogance. Negative influence loses power when truth is known. Scripture strengthens self-awareness. This builds inner stability. This outline highlights identity. Faith grows stronger when understanding is clear. This prepares viewers for deeper insight. Emotions fluctuate daily. Relying on them alone creates instability. Scripture provides consistency. When feelings shift, truth remains steady. Scripture anchors belief during uncertainty. Confidence grows through consistency. Scripture reinforces this stability. This outline explains emotional balance. Faith grounded in truth remains strong. Strength does not come from effort alone. It grows through understanding. Scripture provides that foundation. Belief supported by truth becomes reliable. Confidence increases naturally. Challenges lose power when perspective shifts. Scripture encourages patience and trust. This outline prepares the transition. The foundation is set for deeper exploration of strength and belief. Many people underestimate how daily habits shape inner strength. Small choices influence belief more than dramatic moments. When pressure builds slowly, confidence often weakens without notice. Scripture offers steady guidance during these quiet shifts. It keeps the mind alert and focused when distractions increase. Routine challenges can feel exhausting when there is no clear direction. Thoughts begin to wander toward fear and doubt. Reading meaningful words brings structure back into thinking. It reminds people that uncertainty does not mean failure. Clarity develops when attention is directed wisely. Scripture encourages reflection instead of reaction. This change improves emotional control. It helps people respond calmly rather than impulsively during stressful situations. This outline highlights the importance of consistency. Strength grows through daily reinforcement. Faith supported by understanding becomes resilient. This mindset prepares viewers for deeper insights ahead. Uncertainty often creates mental noise. When answers are delayed, frustration grows. People begin to question their progress. Scripture offers reassurance during these moments. It encourages patience and steady confidence. Pressure can distort perception. Small problems feel overwhelming. Reading grounded truth restores balance. It shifts attention away from fear and toward understanding. Words that carry wisdom influence decision-making. Scripture provides clarity when choices feel confusing. It encourages thoughtful action rather than rushed decisions. This outline focuses on calm decision-making. Belief becomes stronger when guided by truth. This foundation supports emotional stability during prolonged challenges. Inner conflict often begins with self-doubt. People question their ability to endure difficulty. Scripture reminds them of past strength and growth. This reflection builds confidence. Negative thoughts repeat quietly. Without interruption, they weaken resolve. Meaningful words break this cycle. Scripture redirects attention toward possibility and hope. Confidence grows when truth replaces assumption. Understanding personal value changes response to hardship. Scripture reinforces this awareness gently and consistently. This outline emphasizes self-awareness. Strength develops through clarity. When belief is grounded, challenges lose their emotional weight. Many people expect instant relief from struggle. When it does not come, discouragement follows. Scripture teaches endurance rather than urgency. It reframes waiting as preparation. Time pressure increases stress. The mind seeks quick answers. Scripture encourages patience and reflection. It slows the pace of thinking. Growth often happens quietly. Understanding this reduces frustration. Scripture supports this perspective by emphasizing steady progress. This outline highlights long-term strength. Faith matures through patience. This prepares the viewer for deeper understanding of resilience. External noise often distracts from inner clarity. Opinions, expectations, and pressure create confusion. Scripture brings focus back to essential values. It simplifies complex thoughts. When attention is divided, confidence weakens. Reading grounding truth centers the mind. Scripture helps identify what truly matters. Clear priorities reduce stress. Understanding purpose strengthens resolve. Scripture supports this clarity through timeless guidance. This outline emphasizes focus. Faith becomes stronger when attention is aligned. This clarity prepares viewers for deeper application. Fear often disguises itself as caution. It limits action subtly. Scripture encourages discernment instead of avoidance. This distinction strengthens confidence. Avoidance increases anxiety over time. Facing challenges with understanding reduces fear. Scripture supports this approach calmly. Courage grows through informed choices. Understanding truth empowers steady action. Scripture reinforces this mindset gently. This outline explains healthy courage. Strength grows through clarity. This prepares viewers for deeper insight into confidence. Many people struggle with consistency. Motivation rises and falls. Scripture encourages steady commitment instead of emotional swings. Discipline creates stability. Understanding reinforces discipline. Scripture supports this process by encouraging perseverance. Progress becomes visible over time. Consistent effort builds confidence. Scripture affirms this steady growth. This outline focuses on reliability. Faith grounded in consistency becomes strong. This prepares the audience for deeper lessons. Self-criticism weakens belief quietly. Harsh thoughts drain energy. Scripture encourages balanced self-view. It promotes understanding over judgment. Compassion toward oneself improves resilience. Scripture reinforces patience during growth. This perspective supports emotional health. Improvement happens gradually. Recognizing progress reduces frustration. Scripture encourages acknowledgement of effort. This outline highlights self-respect. Faith grows when understanding replaces criticism. This prepares viewers for deeper transformation. Change often brings discomfort. Familiar patterns resist growth. Scripture reframes change as opportunity. This reduces fear. Resistance creates tension. Acceptance brings calm. Scripture encourages openness to improvement. Growth requires adjustment. Understanding eases transition. Scripture supports flexibility of mindset. This outline emphasizes adaptability. Faith strengthens through openness. This prepares viewers for deeper challenges ahead. Strength is tested most during uncertainty. Clear answers are rare. Scripture provides guidance without pressure. It encourages steady belief. Trust develops through experience. Reflection reinforces confidence. Scripture supports thoughtful trust building. Calm responses improve outcomes. Understanding reduces stress. Scripture promotes this balanced approach. This outline completes this section. The foundation of strength is established. The audience is now ready to explore deeper principles ahead. Pressure often reveals what people rely on most. When routines are disrupted, hidden fears surface. Many realize their confidence was built on stability, not understanding. Reading grounded truth restores balance during these moments. Unexpected challenges force reflection. The mind searches for meaning and reassurance. Scripture offers perspective that reduces panic. It encourages thoughtful response instead of emotional reaction. Stability comes from knowing where to stand. Truth provides that position. Scripture reinforces clarity when surroundings feel uncertain. This outline shows how pressure refines belief. Faith supported by understanding becomes dependable. This strengthens inner resolve for what lies ahead. Silence often exposes inner thoughts. Without distraction, worries grow louder. Scripture fills that silence with clarity. It redirects attention toward constructive thinking. Stillness allows reflection. Meaningful words guide that process. Scripture encourages calm assessment rather than self-blame. Mental clarity improves decision-making. Understanding reduces impulsive choices. Scripture supports patience during uncertainty. This outline highlights the value of reflection. Faith grows when thoughts are guided wisely. This prepares the audience for deeper awareness. Disappointment can weaken motivation quickly. Expectations unmet create frustration. Scripture helps reframe disappointment as redirection. This shift reduces emotional weight. Resilience develops through perspective. Understanding limits discouragement. Scripture reinforces this balanced outlook. Hope grows when progress is recognized. Small steps matter. Scripture encourages acknowledgement of effort. This outline focuses on recovery from disappointment. Faith strengthens through understanding. This prepares viewers for continued growth. Comparison often damages confidence quietly. Measuring progress against others creates dissatisfaction. Scripture redirects focus toward personal growth. Individual paths differ for a reason. Understanding this reduces pressure. Scripture reinforces acceptance of personal timing. Confidence improves when comparison fades. Self-awareness replaces competition. Scripture supports this internal focus. This outline emphasizes healthy perspective. Faith grows when identity is clear. This prepares viewers for deeper confidence. Uncertainty challenges patience. When outcomes are unclear, tension builds. Scripture encourages steady trust during waiting periods. Waiting is often misunderstood as delay. Scripture reframes it as preparation. This understanding reduces frustration. Growth occurs beneath the surface. Recognizing this brings calm. Scripture supports this patient mindset. This outline highlights endurance. Faith strengthens through trust and understanding. This prepares viewers for deeper lessons ahead. Doubt enters quietly during fatigue. Tired minds question progress. Scripture restores clarity during exhaustion. It reminds people to pause and reflect. Rest improves perspective. Understanding renews confidence. Scripture encourages balance between effort and recovery. Strength returns through renewal. Clarity replaces confusion. Scripture supports this restoration gently. This outline emphasizes renewal. Faith grows when care is taken. This prepares the audience for sustained resilience. Commitment is tested during slow progress. Motivation declines without visible results. Scripture encourages persistence beyond immediate outcomes. Long-term goals require patience. Understanding reinforces commitment. Scripture supports endurance through gradual improvement. Consistency builds trust in the process. Small steps accumulate. Scripture affirms steady progress. This outline focuses on perseverance. Faith grounded in patience remains strong. This prepares viewers for deeper persistence. Clarity often comes after confusion. Temporary uncertainty precedes understanding. Scripture reassures during these phases. Questions signal growth. Reflection deepens insight. Scripture encourages exploration without fear. Understanding develops over time. Patience supports learning. Scripture reinforces this process. This outline highlights learning through uncertainty. Faith strengthens through curiosity. This prepares viewers for deeper clarity. Responsibility increases with awareness. Understanding truth brings accountability. Scripture encourages wise action. Choice shapes direction. Clarity improves decision-making. Scripture guides responsible thinking. Growth follows intentional action. Understanding supports progress. Scripture reinforces thoughtful commitment. This outline emphasizes responsibility. Faith grows through conscious choice. This prepares viewers for deeper application. Confidence matures through experience. Lessons learned shape belief. Scripture helps interpret these lessons wisely. Reflection solidifies understanding. Growth becomes meaningful. Scripture supports thoughtful review. Stability emerges from clarity. Confidence becomes steady. Scripture reinforces this balance. This outline completes this section. The groundwork for deeper insight is set. The audience is ready to move forward. Life often moves faster than understanding. When events unfold quickly, the mind struggles to keep pace. People react before thinking clearly. This creates tension and regret. Reading steady truth slows the mind and brings structure back into thinking. Rush decisions usually come from pressure. Pressure clouds judgment. Scripture encourages pause and reflection. It reminds people that clarity grows when patience is practiced. Slowing down improves awareness. Understanding develops when attention is focused. Scripture supports thoughtful observation instead of impulsive reaction. This strengthens emotional control. This outline explains the value of patience and growth. Faith becomes stable when actions align with understanding. This steadiness prepares viewers for deeper insight. Inner strength is often tested during isolation. When support feels distant, confidence weakens. People begin to rely heavily on their own thoughts. Scripture provides guidance during these quiet moments. Solitude can either strengthen or weaken belief. Without direction, the mind drifts toward worry. Reading meaningful words offers companionship and reassurance. It redirects thinking toward calm assurance. Self-reflection improves awareness. Understanding personal limits encourages balance. Scripture reinforces healthy self-examination without judgment. This outline highlights strength during solitude. Faith grounded in understanding remains steady even when alone. This prepares viewers for deeper resilience. Change disrupts comfort zones. Familiar patterns feel safe, even when limiting. Scripture encourages openness to growth. It reframes discomfort as progress. Resistance creates inner tension. Acceptance reduces strain. Understanding this shift improves emotional balance. Scripture supports adaptability through gentle guidance. Growth requires adjustment of perspective. New understanding replaces fear. Scripture helps ease transitions by offering clarity. This outline focuses on embracing change. Faith strengthens through flexibility. This prepares the audience for deeper transformation. Expectations influence emotional response. When reality differs, disappointment follows. Scripture encourages realistic outlooks. It promotes understanding over assumption. Balanced expectations reduce frustration. Awareness improves patience. Scripture supports this mindset by emphasizing steady progress. Growth often looks different than imagined. Recognizing this brings calm. Scripture reinforces acceptance of varied outcomes. This outline emphasizes emotional balance. Faith grows when expectations align with understanding. This prepares viewers for deeper stability. Mental fatigue often hides behind productivity. Constant effort drains clarity. Scripture encourages rest as part of growth. Rest restores focus. Understanding improves when the mind is refreshed. Scripture supports balance between effort and recovery. Renewed energy improves decision-making. Calm replaces tension. Scripture reinforces sustainable progress. This outline highlights renewal. Faith strengthens when balance is maintained. This prepares viewers for long-term endurance. Confidence often falters after setbacks. Mistakes create self-doubt. Scripture reframes setbacks as learning opportunities. Understanding reduces self-criticism. Growth replaces regret. Scripture encourages reflection without harsh judgment. Learning strengthens resilience. Awareness improves future choices. Scripture supports progress through insight. This outline explains recovery after failure. Faith grows when lessons are understood. This prepares viewers for deeper confidence. Focus determines progress. Scattered attention weakens results. Scripture encourages intentional direction. Clear goals improve motivation. Understanding aligns effort. Scripture supports purposeful thinking. Consistency builds momentum. Small actions accumulate. Scripture reinforces steady advancement. This outline emphasizes intentional focus. Faith strengthens through clarity. This prepares viewers for deeper commitment. Unspoken fear influences behavior quietly. Avoidance becomes habit. Scripture encourages awareness of fear's impact. Understanding fear reduces its control. Calm reflection improves response. Scripture supports courage through clarity. Confidence grows when fear is acknowledged. Insight replaces avoidance. Scripture reinforces this growth. This outline highlights emotional awareness. Faith grows through understanding fear. This prepares viewers for deeper courage. External approval often shapes self-worth. Dependence on opinions creates instability. Scripture redirects focus inward. Self-awareness improves confidence. Understanding personal values reduces comparison. Scripture supports internal validation. Stable identity improves resilience. Confidence becomes consistent. Scripture reinforces this clarity. This outline emphasizes self-definition. Faith strengthens when identity is understood. This prepares viewers for deeper assurance. Progress is rarely linear. Setbacks and advances alternate. Scripture encourages persistence through fluctuations. Understanding the process reduces frustration. Patience sustains effort. Scripture supports long-term vision. Consistency outweighs speed. Steady growth builds strength. Scripture reinforces endurance. This outline completes this section. The foundation is now deeper and stronger. The audience is ready to move forward. Unclear thinking often creates unnecessary stress. When thoughts overlap, decisions feel heavy. People try to solve everything at once and lose focus. Reading steady truth helps organize thoughts. It separates what matters from what can wait. Mental clarity grows when attention is directed carefully. Scripture encourages order instead of chaos. It reminds the mind to handle challenges one step at a time. This reduces emotional overload. When clarity improves, confidence follows naturally. Decisions become calmer and more effective. Scripture supports thoughtful thinking without pressure or urgency. This outline explains how clear thinking strengthens inner balance. Faith supported by understanding becomes practical. This prepares viewers for deeper insight. Hope often weakens during long periods of uncertainty. When results delay, discouragement grows quietly. Scripture encourages patience without passivity. It reminds people that progress may be hidden. Waiting challenges emotional endurance. Understanding reduces restlessness. Scripture provides reassurance during slow seasons. Maintaining hope requires perspective. Recognizing unseen growth brings calm. Scripture supports this mindset gently. This outline highlights sustained hope. Faith remains strong when patience is understood. This prepares viewers for deeper resilience. Discipline often feels restrictive at first. Without structure, however, effort scatters. Scripture promotes healthy discipline that protects energy and focus. Consistency improves results over time. Understanding reinforces discipline. Scripture supports steady commitment without harshness. Self-control strengthens confidence. Progress becomes visible. Scripture encourages balanced routines. This outline focuses on structured growth. Faith strengthens through disciplined understanding. This prepares viewers for deeper stability. Internal conflict often arises from mixed priorities. When values compete, stress increases. Scripture encourages alignment of purpose. Clarity improves when priorities are defined. Understanding reduces inner tension. Scripture supports thoughtful evaluation. Aligned focus improves emotional balance. Confidence increases naturally. Scripture reinforces purposeful living. This outline emphasizes alignment. Faith grows when direction is clear. This prepares viewers for deeper focus. Regret can trap the mind in the past. Dwelling on mistakes limits growth. Scripture encourages learning instead of rumination. Reflection becomes healthy when focused on improvement. Understanding replaces guilt. Scripture supports forward movement. Letting go frees mental energy. Growth accelerates. Scripture reinforces renewal. This outline highlights release from regret. Faith strengthens through understanding progress. This prepares viewers for deeper freedom. Confidence often depends on preparation. Unpreparedness creates anxiety. Scripture encourages thoughtful readiness. Preparation reduces uncertainty. Understanding builds confidence. Scripture supports intentional planning. Readiness improves response. Calm replaces panic. Scripture reinforces steady assurance. This outline emphasizes preparedness. Faith grows when readiness meets understanding. This prepares viewers for deeper confidence. Inner dialogue shapes perception. Repeated negative thoughts influence emotion. Scripture guides internal conversation toward clarity. Awareness improves self-talk. Understanding shifts perspective. Scripture supports constructive thinking. Positive inner dialogue strengthens resilience. Confidence increases. Scripture reinforces mental discipline. This outline focuses on internal communication. Faith strengthens through mindful thought. This prepares viewers for deeper control. Energy follows intention. Scattered goals drain motivation. Scripture encourages focused effort. Clear intention improves efficiency. Understanding aligns actions. Scripture supports purposeful movement. Progress feels lighter when direction is clear. Confidence builds. Scripture reinforces intentional living. Faith strengthens through clarity of intent. This prepares viewers for deeper purpose. Uncertainty often triggers overthinking. Repeated analysis increases stress. Scripture encourages calm assessment. Understanding limits mental overload. Simplicity reduces tension. Scripture supports balanced reasoning. Clear thinking improves peace. Confidence stabilizes. Scripture reinforces thoughtful restraint. Faith grows through calm understanding. This prepares viewers for deeper peace. Growth requires evaluation. Without reflection, progress stalls. Scripture encourages honest self-review. Reflection improves awareness. Understanding strengthens direction. Scripture supports constructive evaluation. Awareness guides improvement. Confidence grows. Scripture reinforces thoughtful growth. Confidence often weakens when direction feels unclear. People move forward without knowing why they feel unsettled. This creates quiet tension that affects focus and motivation. Reading grounded truth helps reconnect actions with purpose and restores inner alignment. Unclear direction leads to wasted energy. Effort increases, but results feel distant. Understanding personal values improves clarity. Scripture encourages thoughtful reflection that realigns intention. When purpose becomes clear, motivation returns naturally. Decisions feel lighter. Confidence strengthens without force. Scripture supports this calm sense of direction. Faith grows when understanding guides movement. This prepares viewers for deeper focus ahead. Fear often appears during transition. New stages create uncertainty. Familiar comfort fades and hesitation grows. Scripture offers reassurance during moments of change. Transition challenges emotional balance. Understanding reduces resistance. Scripture encourages patience while adjusting to new conditions. Adaptation requires awareness. Reflection improves acceptance. Scripture supports flexibility without pressure. Faith strengthens when change is understood. This prepares viewers for deeper adaptability. Mental overload builds when responsibilities accumulate. Tasks overlap and priorities blur. Stress increases silently. Scripture encourages simplification of focus. Breaking tasks into steps reduces pressure. Understanding improves organization. Scripture supports steady progress through clarity. Order restores calm. Confidence improves when the mind is structured. Scripture reinforces balanced thinking. Faith grows through clarity and order. This prepares viewers for deeper calm. Inner strength depends on emotional awareness. Ignoring feelings leads to imbalance. Scripture encourages recognition without judgment. Understanding emotions improves control. Reflection replaces reaction. Scripture supports healthy emotional processing. Balance returns through awareness. Confidence strengthens quietly. Scripture reinforces emotional maturity. This outline highlights emotional clarity. Faith strengthens through understanding feelings. This prepares viewers for deeper stability. Delayed outcomes test patience. When effort does not show results, frustration grows. Scripture reframes delay as development. Growth often happens unseen. Understanding reduces impatience. Scripture encourages steady trust. Consistency maintains momentum. Confidence remains intact. Scripture supports long-term vision. Faith grows through trust and understanding. This prepares viewers for deeper endurance. External pressure often influences decisions. Expectations create tension. Scripture encourages independent thinking grounded in values. Clarity improves when influence is evaluated. Understanding reduces stress. Scripture supports thoughtful boundaries. Confidence increases with self-direction. Decisions feel authentic. Scripture reinforces internal guidance. Faith strengthens through self-awareness. This prepares viewers for deeper confidence. Misunderstanding personal limits leads to burnout. Overcommitment drains energy. Scripture encourages balance and rest. Awareness improves sustainability. Understanding supports healthy pacing. Scripture reinforces moderation. Energy returns through balance. Confidence stabilizes. Scripture supports long-term resilience. This outline highlights sustainable effort. Faith grows through balanced living. This prepares viewers for deeper strength. Unresolved thoughts linger quietly. Mental clutter affects clarity. Scripture encourages resolution through reflection. Understanding brings closure. Calm replaces tension. Scripture supports thoughtful processing. Mental space improves focus. Confidence grows. Scripture reinforces inner peace. Expectations of perfection create pressure. Mistakes feel heavier than necessary. Scripture encourages progress over perfection. Learning replaces self-criticism. Understanding fosters growth. Scripture supports acceptance of imperfection. Confidence grows through realistic standards. Effort feels lighter. Scripture reinforces healthy self-view. Momentum builds through consistency. Irregular effort weakens progress. Scripture encourages steady commitment. Small actions compound over time. Understanding reinforces discipline. Scripture supports persistence. Confidence strengthens through follow-through. Growth becomes visible. Scripture reinforces consistent progress. Confidence often fades when effort feels unnoticed. People work hard, yet progress seems invisible. This creates quiet frustration that slowly drains motivation. Over time, energy drops not because of failure, but because results are delayed. Reading grounded truth helps reframe this experience and reminds the mind that unseen work still has value. When recognition is missing, self-doubt grows easily. The mind begins to question direction and worth. Understanding restores balance by shifting focus from approval to purpose. Scripture supports this shift by encouraging steady commitment without dependence on external validation. Inner stability improves when effort is measured by growth, not praise. Patience strengthens emotional control. Reflection reduces the urge to compare progress. Scripture reinforces the importance of persistence during quiet seasons. Mental resistance often appears when tasks feel repetitive. Routine creates boredom, and boredom weakens focus. People begin to lose interest even in meaningful work. Scripture encourages renewed perspective during monotony. Repetition is often where growth is refined. Understanding this reduces frustration. Scripture reminds the mind that consistency builds mastery, even when excitement fades. Small actions repeated daily create lasting results. Awareness restores appreciation for routine. Scripture supports steady effort without emotional dependence. Uncertainty increases when future outcomes feel unclear. The mind tries to predict results, often imagining worst-case scenarios. This creates anxiety and hesitation. Scripture encourages focus on present responsibility rather than distant outcomes. Overthinking drains clarity. Understanding limits mental strain. Scripture promotes calm attention to what can be controlled now. Staying grounded improves emotional balance. Confidence grows when attention is focused wisely. Scripture reinforces this steady mindset. This outline explains how present focus reduces anxiety. Faith strengthens through grounded awareness. This prepares viewers for calmer decision-making. Pressure often distorts self-perception. People begin to see themselves through struggle instead of growth. This weakens confidence quietly. Scripture encourages separating identity from temporary difficulty. Challenges do not define value. Understanding restores self-respect. Scripture reinforces worth through perspective rather than circumstance. When self-view improves, resilience increases. Confidence stabilizes naturally. Scripture supports this healthy identity. Impatience often rises when improvement feels slow. People want quick change, especially during discomfort. Scripture reframes slow progress as meaningful development. Time allows understanding to deepen. Reflection replaces urgency. Scripture encourages patience without passivity. Gradual improvement builds stronger foundations. Confidence grows steadily. Scripture reinforces trust in the process. Distraction weakens effort more than difficulty. Scattered focus reduces effectiveness. Scripture encourages intentional attention. When focus improves, efficiency increases. Understanding aligns actions with goals. Scripture supports disciplined concentration. Clear attention reduces mental fatigue. Confidence improves. Scripture reinforces purposeful engagement. Inner conflict often comes from ignored values. When actions drift from beliefs, discomfort grows. Scripture encourages alignment between intention and behavior. Understanding personal values restores peace. Reflection improves integrity. Scripture supports thoughtful correction. Alignment strengthens confidence. Decisions feel authentic. Scripture reinforces inner consistency. Fatigue affects judgment quietly. Tired minds exaggerate problems. Scripture encourages rest before reaction. Rest restores clarity. Understanding improves emotional balance. Scripture supports renewal without guilt. Energy returns through recovery. Confidence stabilizes. Scripture reinforces sustainable effort. Fear of mistakes limits progress. Avoidance replaces action. Scripture encourages learning through experience. Understanding reduces fear of error. Growth replaces hesitation. Scripture supports thoughtful risk-taking. Confidence builds through practice. Insight grows. Scripture reinforces progress through learning. Reflection often reveals hidden progress. Without reflection, growth feels invisible. Scripture encourages review with honesty. Awareness improves appreciation. Understanding highlights improvement. Scripture supports thoughtful evaluation. Recognizing growth builds confidence. Motivation renews. Scripture reinforces gratitude for progress. Many people underestimate the quiet impact of consistent small actions. Day by day, unnoticed habits either strengthen or weaken inner confidence. People often focus on big results and ignore the daily effort that truly shapes resilience. Scripture provides perspective, reminding the mind that growth is cumulative and steady practice produces meaningful results over time. Repeated effort may feel monotonous, but it refines skill and builds discipline. Understanding the value of these small, repeated choices reduces frustration. Scripture encourages maintaining focus, even when outcomes are not immediately visible, emphasizing that invisible progress is still real progress. When people recognize the power of consistent action, motivation naturally increases, the mind feels more in control, and confidence stabilizes without force. Scripture reinforces that steady action rooted in understanding strengthens both resolve and calm thinking. This reflection teaches the importance of unseen effort. Confidence grows quietly but firmly. It prepares the audience to value consistent personal development as a tool for steady growth. Overthinking often turns minor problems into overwhelming stress. The mind cycles endlessly, imagining multiple outcomes and potential failures. This creates hidden anxiety that drains energy before any action is taken. Scripture encourages focusing on practical steps rather than hypothetical fears, guiding attention to what can actually be influenced. Mental overload diminishes clarity. Understanding how to redirect focus toward manageable goals restores balance. Scripture supports this shift by reminding people to take one step at a time rather than letting imagination dictate emotional responses. Thoughtful reflection replaces panic when practiced consistently. Confidence strengthens as decisions feel grounded and intentional. Scripture reinforces that a calm mind can assess situations realistically, reducing fear-driven mistakes. This approach highlights the power of mental control. Strength comes from deliberate focus, not from rushing or worrying. Viewers are prepared to approach challenges with clear, steady reasoning. Many struggle when long-term goals seem distant. The journey feels endless, and small successes feel insignificant. Frustration quietly erodes confidence when immediate results are absent. Scripture provides perspective, showing that each step contributes to eventual achievement and that patience is part of sustained progress. Time allows reflection on incremental improvement. Understanding that consistent effort compounds over time reduces discouragement. Scripture encourages recognizing milestones, however small, as proof of advancement and motivation to continue. Awareness of growth restores calm. Confidence strengthens when progress is appreciated instead of compared. Scripture reinforces the idea that perseverance, not speed, ensures long-term success. This story emphasizes patience and long-term perspective. Confidence grows through understanding progress as cumulative, preparing viewers to embrace persistence even in slow seasons. Self-criticism often undermines internal motivation. When people focus on flaws, small mistakes feel catastrophic. This erodes confidence silently and steadily. Scripture encourages understanding and constructive reflection rather than harsh judgment, offering perspective that mistakes are opportunities to learn rather than evidence of failure. Awareness of self-talk changes the way people approach challenges. Recognizing negative patterns allows replacement with encouraging thoughts. Scripture supports developing a mindset that reinforces effort and resilience instead of discouragement. Constructive reflection strengthens decision-making. Confidence increases naturally when self-evaluation emphasizes growth rather than error. Scripture reinforces that steady understanding enhances resilience and emotional stability. This scenario highlights the transformative power of perspective. Internal dialogue shapes belief and confidence, preparing viewers to approach themselves with patience and wisdom. Sudden change often triggers hidden tension. Comfort zones are disrupted, creating subtle anxiety and hesitation. People struggle with uncertainty when familiar routines vanish. Scripture encourages adaptability, reminding the mind that discomfort can indicate growth and opportunities for development. Adjusting to new situations requires awareness and intentional reflection. Understanding that resistance often magnifies perceived difficulty reduces stress. Scripture reinforces that perspective rather than external circumstances governs emotional stability. Flexibility strengthens confidence and decision-making. People feel capable navigating new circumstances when clarity replaces fear. Scripture supports calm evaluation and thoughtful action in transitions. This narrative emphasizes the importance of adaptability. Resilience develops as people learn to move gracefully through change, preparing them for further challenges. External expectations quietly influence self-worth. Pressure to meet others' standards can create hidden stress and self-doubt. People begin judging themselves based on approval rather than personal values. Scripture encourages internal focus, helping viewers recognize that authenticity provides steadier confidence than external validation. Shifting focus from others' opinions to personal purpose restores balance. Understanding values allows choices to align with identity rather than fear. Scripture reinforces self-directed thinking and decision-making. Confidence strengthens naturally when internal motivation drives actions. Emotional stability grows, reducing the impact of outside pressure. Scripture affirms that inner clarity sustains resilience. This story emphasizes authenticity over external comparison. Faith in personal capability grows when self-assessment guides choices, preparing viewers to act independently and confidently. Hidden stress accumulates when people overcommit. Taking on too many responsibilities drains energy without notice. Confidence wanes silently as fatigue builds. Scripture encourages setting boundaries, reminding viewers that understanding limits protects both mental clarity and productivity. Awareness of personal capacity allows prioritization of what truly matters. Understanding reduces unnecessary strain. Scripture supports thoughtful management of commitments to maintain balance and emotional health. Energy and confidence return when boundaries are respected. Steady focus strengthens clarity and tasks are approached with composure. Scripture reinforces this approach to sustainable growth. This narrative highlights the necessity of balance. Strength and calm are preserved through careful management of responsibilities, preparing viewers to maintain resilience over time. Disappointment can quietly erode motivation. When expectations fail, subtle frustration can influence multiple aspects of life. People risk losing confidence in their abilities if they focus solely on outcomes. Scripture encourages viewing disappointment as guidance rather than failure, providing perspective on the bigger picture. Reflection reduces emotional burden and promotes understanding. Recognizing lessons in setbacks restores calm and strengthens resolve. Scripture supports this perspective, showing that perceived delays often contribute to growth and preparation. Confidence returns when learning is valued more than immediate success. Emotional balance improves as understanding replaces frustration. Scripture reinforces resilience in the face of unmet expectations. This scenario highlights how setbacks can refine belief. Faith grows when patience and perspective are cultivated, preparing viewers to continue confidently despite temporary obstacles. Distraction undermines achievement quietly and gradually. Scattered focus prevents completion of meaningful tasks and diminishes effectiveness. People feel frustrated without understanding the underlying cause. Scripture encourages directing attention deliberately, helping the mind prioritize what matters most. Understanding the difference between essential and peripheral tasks restores productivity. Focused effort produces tangible results, boosting confidence. Scripture supports intentional action, reinforcing discipline and clarity. When attention is organized, efficiency increases and stress diminishes. Confidence strengthens naturally as tasks are completed purposefully. Scripture reinforces steady momentum through consistent focus. This story emphasizes intentional focus. Strength grows through directed effort, preparing viewers to achieve goals with calm confidence. Uncertainty about personal abilities creates subtle hesitation. People doubt decisions before taking action, which limits growth. Fear quietly undermines confidence. Scripture encourages trusting understanding rather than succumbing to imagined limitations. Reflection and evaluation clarify capability. Awareness of prior success strengthens belief in current potential. Scripture reinforces recognition of skill and preparation rather than relying on luck or external reassurance. Taking deliberate steps fosters confidence. Experience reinforces ability, reducing hesitation. Scripture supports steady, intentional action as a pathway to competence. This scenario highlights overcoming self-doubt. Confidence grows through awareness and deliberate action, preparing viewers to approach challenges with clarity and resolve. Many people feel overwhelmed when priorities compete for attention. Tasks pile up, creating a sense of chaos that drains motivation and focus. The mind struggles to decide which direction to take first, leading to subtle stress that often goes unnoticed. Scripture encourages evaluating responsibilities carefully, helping viewers regain a sense of order and purpose. Breaking large responsibilities into manageable steps restores clarity. Understanding which tasks hold the most value reduces mental pressure. Scripture supports deliberate pacing, reminding the mind that thoughtful progress matters more than rushed effort. Calm, structured focus improves confidence naturally. Completing meaningful actions one at a time reinforces competence and emotional stability. Scripture emphasizes steady attention over hurried attempts. This story highlights the power of organization. Faith in one's ability grows through clarity of action, preparing viewers to approach challenges with confidence and control. Negative self-talk often shapes behavior more than external challenges. Quiet, repeated thoughts about inadequacy gradually undermine confidence even when abilities are solid. Scripture encourages replacing critical patterns with constructive reflection, showing viewers that internal dialogue can strengthen belief rather than weaken it. Awareness of negative mental patterns allows people to redirect focus toward effort and accomplishment. Understanding that thoughts are not facts restores balance. Scripture reinforces the importance of consciously guiding inner conversations. Positive self-talk strengthens emotional resilience. Confidence develops quietly as effort is reinforced with thoughtful reflection. Scripture supports growth through mindful awareness. This story emphasizes the influence of internal dialogue. Strength emerges when the mind is trained to support rather than criticize, preparing viewers for steady personal growth. Unexpected obstacles often create hesitation. When familiar routines are interrupted, uncertainty can lead to subtle anxiety, causing hesitation in decisions. Scripture encourages perspective, showing that challenges are part of development rather than evidence of inadequacy. Analyzing obstacles with calm awareness reduces stress. Understanding that solutions often require patience allows viewers to respond rather than react impulsively. Scripture reinforces thoughtful evaluation over hurried judgment. Confidence returns when challenges are approached deliberately. Calm reflection builds steady emotional control and strengthens resolve. Scripture emphasizes that intentional action in uncertainty develops resilience. This story highlights adaptability during disruption. Faith in personal ability grows as viewers learn to navigate obstacles with calm focus and deliberate decision-making. Disappointment often arrives silently after high expectations. When outcomes fall short, emotional energy drains quietly, creating subtle discouragement. People may begin to question their effort or worth. Scripture encourages seeing setbacks as guidance and opportunities for reflection rather than failure. Perspective reduces the weight of unmet expectations. Understanding that progress is not always linear restores patience and motivation. Scripture reinforces that temporary setbacks are not permanent indicators of ability or value. Confidence returns when lessons are extracted from disappointment. Emotional balance improves as viewers recognize the learning embedded in delays. Scripture emphasizes reflection and understanding as pathways to resilience. This scenario demonstrates how setbacks can teach growth. Faith strengthens when perspective is cultivated, preparing viewers to continue with steady motivation. Fatigue quietly erodes judgment and performance. Tired minds exaggerate problems, making small difficulties seem insurmountable. Decisions made under exhaustion often feel heavier and less reliable. Scripture encourages rest and reflection, reminding viewers that recovery is part of maintaining clarity and effectiveness. Awareness of personal limits allows pacing that preserves mental and emotional energy. Understanding the value of balance restores confidence. Scripture supports deliberate pauses and recovery periods without guilt. Energy and focus return when rest is prioritized. Decision-making improves naturally, and subtle stress diminishes. Scripture reinforces the principle that sustainable effort produces reliable outcomes. This story highlights the importance of rest and pacing. Faith in personal capability grows through balanced energy management, preparing viewers for long-term endurance. Self-doubt often appears when outcomes are uncertain. People hesitate, imagining failure before acting. Fear quietly undermines confidence and delays decision-making. Scripture encourages trusting understanding and preparation, rather than succumbing to imagined limitations. Reflecting on prior experiences strengthens belief in capability. Awareness of skills and preparation builds courage to act. Scripture reinforces confidence through recognition of effort and readiness. Deliberate action builds experience, which reinforces competence. Emotional stability grows as hesitation diminishes and decisions become intentional. Scripture emphasizes trust in the process as a way to overcome doubt. This scenario emphasizes overcoming hesitation. Confidence develops through awareness, reflection, and intentional action, preparing viewers to act decisively despite uncertainty. External distractions quietly reduce productivity and focus. Constant interruptions and scattered attention make even small tasks feel overwhelming. The mind struggles to maintain momentum, causing subtle stress and diminishing confidence. Scripture encourages prioritization and conscious attention to what matters most. Understanding the difference between essential and peripheral tasks restores calm and efficiency. Deliberate focus improves performance and reduces wasted energy. Scripture supports intentional action over distraction-driven reaction. Efficiency and calm confidence grow naturally when attention is structured. Tasks are completed effectively, reinforcing emotional stability. Scripture emphasizes the benefit of sustained focus. This story highlights the importance of concentration. Strength and resilience emerge when attention is deliberate, preparing viewers to approach responsibilities with clarity and purpose. Resistance to change often creates hidden tension. People cling to familiar routines, even when growth requires adjustment. Subtle anxiety arises as discomfort increases. Scripture encourages embracing transformation as a natural part of development rather than a threat. Understanding the benefits of change reduces resistance. Reflection allows acceptance of new circumstances, restoring calm. Scripture reinforces adaptability as a pathway to personal growth. Confidence grows when viewers respond intentionally rather than reactively to change. Emotional stability improves and hesitation diminishes. Scripture emphasizes deliberate adjustment as a tool for resilience. This scenario demonstrates the value of adaptability. Faith in personal capability strengthens as viewers learn to navigate change with awareness and composure. Excessive comparison undermines confidence quietly. People measure progress against others, creating dissatisfaction and self-doubt. Scripture redirects focus inward, emphasizing personal growth rather than external validation. Awareness of unique abilities reduces pressure to compete unnecessarily. Understanding individual pace and journey fosters satisfaction and balance. Scripture reinforces the value of self-directed growth. Confidence strengthens as focus shifts from comparison to personal development. Emotional stability improves when self-assessment guides actions rather than external benchmarks. Scripture supports recognition of individual progress. This story highlights self-focus over comparison. Strength grows when viewers embrace personal paths, preparing them to act authentically and confidently. Frustration often builds quietly during delayed outcomes. People expect immediate results, and prolonged waiting creates subtle stress. Without perspective, effort may seem wasted. Scripture encourages understanding that time often strengthens outcomes, and that patience supports growth. Reflection during waiting periods restores calm and motivation. Understanding that progress occurs beneath the surface reduces discouragement. Scripture emphasizes that unseen development contributes to eventual success. Confidence returns when patience replaces urgency. Emotional balance improves, allowing continued effort without burnout. Scripture reinforces the value of persistence during slow progress. This scenario highlights the strength found in patience. Faith grows as viewers learn to trust gradual progress, preparing them to sustain effort with calm determination. Many people struggle quietly with indecision. When multiple options appear equally viable, hesitation grows, the mind becomes overwhelmed, and even small choices feel heavy. Scripture encourages breaking decisions into smaller, manageable steps, guiding the mind toward clarity and reducing mental strain. Analyzing the potential outcomes calmly allows better perspective. Understanding priorities ensures choices align with long-term goals. Scripture reinforces thoughtful reflection, reminding viewers that careful consideration is more effective than rushed judgment. Confidence strengthens as decisions are made intentionally. Each completed choice builds experience and emotional stability, reducing fear of future decisions. Scripture supports deliberate action as a tool for sustained growth. This story highlights the power of structured decision-making. Viewers learn that clarity emerges through reflection and methodical evaluation, preparing them to act decisively with calm assurance. Procrastination often grows unnoticed. People delay tasks, convincing themselves that conditions must be perfect, yet time slips away. This quiet habit undermines confidence and creates subtle stress. Scripture encourages starting with what is available and taking incremental steps toward progress. Understanding the negative impact of delay restores motivation. Small, deliberate actions accumulate, building momentum. Scripture emphasizes that movement, even imperfect, is more effective than waiting indefinitely. Momentum strengthens confidence naturally. Each completed task reinforces capability and reduces anxiety. Scripture supports continuous effort as a pathway to consistent results. This story demonstrates the value of action over delay. Faith in personal effectiveness grows as viewers learn to overcome hesitation and maintain steady progress. Disorganization quietly disrupts progress. When priorities, schedules, and responsibilities are unclear, subtle stress accumulates. Even capable individuals may feel overwhelmed, questioning their ability to keep up. Scripture encourages restoring order, helping the mind regain focus and emotional stability. Creating clear systems and routines reduces confusion. Understanding where effort is needed most restores efficiency and confidence. Scripture reinforces structured effort over chaotic activity. Consistency improves both performance and emotional resilience. Confidence grows as tasks are completed effectively, reinforcing trust in personal ability. Scripture emphasizes the power of deliberate planning and organization. This story highlights the impact of clarity and structure. Viewers are prepared to approach challenges with calm focus, steady energy, and confidence. Unmet expectations often create silent frustration. People anticipate results that fail to materialize, eroding motivation without immediate awareness. Scripture encourages reframing outcomes as lessons and guidance rather than evidence of inadequacy. Reflection and perspective reduce the weight of disappointment. Understanding that growth often occurs beneath the surface restores patience and renewed focus. Scripture reinforces that temporary setbacks are not permanent markers of success. Confidence rebuilds when lessons are recognized and applied. Emotional balance improves, allowing effort to continue without undue stress. Scripture supports the mindset of learning and perseverance. This story highlights how setbacks can refine understanding. Faith grows as viewers learn to interpret challenges as opportunities, preparing them for steady, motivated action. Fear of judgment often limits action quietly. People hesitate, anticipating criticism from others, and opportunities pass unnoticed. Scripture emphasizes personal integrity over external approval, showing that confidence stems from internal validation rather than reaction to opinion. Shifting focus from others' judgment to personal goals restores calm. Understanding one's values creates consistent guidance for action. Scripture reinforces self-directed thinking and decision-making. Confidence naturally strengthens as actions align with personal principles. Emotional stability increases when validation comes from purpose rather than praise. Scripture emphasizes that inner clarity sustains long-term resilience. This story demonstrates the importance of internal validation. Viewers learn that authentic confidence arises from alignment with their own values, preparing them to act independently. Hidden frustration often emerges when progress is slower than anticipated. People may work diligently but perceive effort as ineffective. Scripture encourages patience and recognition that growth can be invisible, reminding viewers that consistent effort builds strength over time. Understanding that progress is rarely linear reduces emotional strain. Small improvements contribute to eventual success. Scripture reinforces that sustained focus and perseverance matter more than immediate results. Confidence grows as consistency continues despite apparent delays. Emotional resilience strengthens, allowing steady effort without discouragement. Scripture emphasizes long-term vision as a stabilizing force. This story highlights perseverance in quiet seasons. Faith strengthens as viewers learn to trust gradual development, preparing them to maintain focus even when results are not immediately evident. Distraction often diminishes effectiveness without people noticing. Constant interruptions and divided attention reduce the ability to complete important tasks, creating subtle stress. Scripture encourages prioritizing focus and eliminating unnecessary noise, guiding viewers toward productive effort. Understanding which tasks are essential improves efficiency. Mindful attention restores calm and effectiveness. Scripture supports concentrated effort and thoughtful planning. As focus improves, confidence and emotional stability naturally increase. Tasks are completed effectively, reinforcing trust in personal ability. Scripture emphasizes the cumulative benefits of deliberate attention. This story highlights the value of focus. Viewers learn that disciplined attention builds strength and prepares them for meaningful achievement. Comparison quietly erodes self-esteem. Watching others succeed can lead to subtle dissatisfaction and doubt, even if personal progress is steady. Scripture encourages valuing one's unique journey, emphasizing that self-growth matters more than external metrics. Awareness of individual progress reduces pressure and fosters satisfaction. Understanding personal strengths allows focused effort toward meaningful goals. Scripture reinforces self-directed growth as a path to lasting confidence. Confidence strengthens when attention shifts inward rather than outward. Emotional stability improves, and personal development becomes the primary measure of success. Scripture supports recognition of incremental progress. This story emphasizes self-focus over comparison. Viewers learn to cultivate confidence by valuing their unique path, preparing them to act authentically. Stress often accumulates when tasks seem overwhelming. The mind anticipates failure, and subtle tension grows unnoticed. Scripture encourages breaking tasks into achievable steps, allowing incremental progress that reduces pressure and restores emotional balance. Understanding the benefits of gradual effort improves clarity and reduces anxiety. Step-by-step progress builds confidence and momentum. Scripture reinforces the principle of manageable action over attempting too much at once. Confidence strengthens naturally as small tasks are completed. Emotional stability improves, reducing the sense of overwhelm. Scripture emphasizes that steady, deliberate action produces sustainable results. This story highlights the power of incremental effort. Viewers learn that manageable progress leads to confidence and calm resilience, preparing them to tackle challenges systematically. Impatience often appears when results are delayed. People expect immediate rewards, yet growth and achievement require time. This creates subtle internal tension that erodes motivation. Scripture encourages patience emphasizing that meaningful outcomes are cultivated gradually and steadily. Understanding that time contributes to deeper development reduces stress and frustration. Reflection allows appreciation of progress, even if it is not immediately visible. Scripture reinforces that delayed outcomes are often more stable and meaningful than quick results. Confidence grows when patience replaces urgency. Emotional balance improves, allowing consistent effort without burnout. Scripture emphasizes that long-term perspective supports sustained motivation. This story emphasizes patience in achieving goals. Faith strengthens as viewers trust gradual development, preparing them to maintain steady effort with calm assurance. Doubt often creeps in when people face new responsibilities. Uncertainty about ability creates hesitation, even for those who have succeeded before. The mind quietly magnifies small risks, making decisions feel heavier than they are. Scripture encourages trusting preparation and understanding, guiding viewers to act with calm and intention rather than fear. Analyzing past experiences restores confidence. Recognizing lessons from previous successes reinforces belief in one's abilities. Scripture emphasizes learning from experience as a steadying influence on the mind. Intentional action builds competence. Each completed task strengthens emotional resilience and reduces hesitation. Scripture supports deliberate effort as a tool for ongoing growth and confidence. This story highlights overcoming hesitation through reflection and deliberate action. Viewers learn that confidence emerges when preparation and awareness guide choices, preparing them to respond effectively in challenging situations. Uncertainty about future outcomes often increases anxiety. People imagine worst-case scenarios, allowing fear to quietly control decision-making. Scripture encourages focusing on what can be influenced in the present moment, reminding viewers that calm attention is more productive than speculative worry. Awareness of controllable factors reduces mental strain. Understanding the difference between what is possible and what is imagined restores clarity and direction. Scripture reinforces practical focus over distraction from fear. Confidence strengthens when attention is grounded in reality. Decisions feel lighter, and emotional stability improves. Scripture emphasizes the value of steady, present-minded action. This story emphasizes clarity in uncertain situations. Faith grows as viewers learn to focus on what they can control, preparing them to act decisively despite unknown outcomes. Procrastination often develops quietly when tasks feel large or intimidating. People delay action, convincing themselves that the perfect moment must arrive, yet time slips away unnoticed. Scripture encourages beginning where possible, showing that incremental steps create momentum and measurable progress. Breaking down complex tasks reduces overwhelm. Understanding that small steps accumulate strengthens motivation and restores control. Scripture emphasizes consistent effort over waiting for ideal conditions. Action builds confidence naturally. Each small success reinforces the mind's sense of capability and reduces anxiety associated with delayed progress. Scripture supports gradual, deliberate effort as a sustainable path. This story demonstrates the importance of starting despite hesitation. Viewers learn that movement, even imperfect, builds momentum and prepares them for long-term achievement. Distraction quietly undermines focus. When attention shifts repeatedly between tasks, efficiency declines and subtle stress accumulates. Scripture encourages prioritizing high-value activities, helping viewers direct effort where it matters most. Understanding the impact of divided attention restores control and reduces wasted energy. Deliberate focus improves output while reducing frustration. Scripture reinforces the value of structured attention over chaotic engagement. Focused effort enhances confidence naturally. Emotional balance strengthens as tasks are completed successfully. Scripture emphasizes that consistent focus produces long-term progress. This story highlights the power of concentration. Viewers learn that disciplined attention builds resilience and prepares them to achieve meaningful results effectively. Disappointment can quietly erode motivation when outcomes fall short of expectations. People may perceive effort as wasted and begin questioning their abilities. Scripture encourages reframing setbacks as lessons and guidance, helping viewers interpret challenges constructively rather than as failures. Reflection restores perspective. Understanding that growth often occurs beneath the surface reduces frustration and strengthens patience. Scripture emphasizes the value of learning from every experience. Confidence returns when viewers recognize incremental achievements and insights. Emotional stability improves as lessons replace discouragement. Scripture reinforces resilience through thoughtful reflection. This story highlights constructive responses to setbacks. Faith strengthens as viewers learn to interpret challenges as opportunities, preparing them for continued progress. Excessive comparison quietly undermines self-esteem. People evaluate their progress against others, generating subtle dissatisfaction even when personal achievements are meaningful. Scripture encourages valuing unique journeys, showing viewers that personal development matters more than external benchmarks. Awareness of individual strengths fosters focus on personal goals. Understanding that everyone moves at a different pace restores balance and reduces anxiety. Scripture supports self-directed growth as a pathway to sustainable confidence. Confidence strengthens naturally as attention shifts from others to personal development. Emotional stability improves and progress becomes self-measured. Scripture emphasizes recognizing effort and growth as primary indicators of success. This story emphasizes self-focus over comparison. Viewers learn that confidence grows through valuing their own path, preparing them to act authentically. Stress often accumulates when tasks feel overwhelming. People anticipate failure before even starting, quietly reducing motivation. Scripture encourages breaking complex projects into manageable steps, guiding viewers toward achievable progress and emotional balance. Understanding the power of incremental action reduces anxiety. Step-by-step progress fosters confidence while maintaining momentum. Scripture reinforces that sustainable progress comes from manageable, consistent effort. Confidence grows as small achievements accumulate. Emotional resilience strengthens, enabling viewers to continue tasks without unnecessary pressure. Scripture emphasizes the long-term benefits of thoughtful, deliberate work. This story highlights the importance of incremental progress. Faith in one's capability strengthens as viewers learn to handle large challenges systematically, preparing them for consistent achievement. Fatigue quietly undermines focus and decision-making. Tired minds exaggerate challenges, making minor problems feel unmanageable. Scripture encourages prioritizing rest and recovery, reminding viewers that renewal is essential for clarity, effectiveness, and emotional stability. Recognizing personal limits helps prevent burnout. Understanding that balance improves performance restores confidence and control. Scripture emphasizes that deliberate recovery is part of sustainable effort. Restored energy naturally strengthens focus and decision-making. Confidence improves as mental clarity returns and stress diminishes. Scripture reinforces that sustainable effort depends on proper self-care. This story highlights the necessity of recovery. Viewers learn that balanced energy management preserves strength and prepares them to maintain consistent performance. Fear of mistakes often inhibits action quietly. People avoid challenges, fearing failure even when preparation is solid. Scripture encourages seeing mistakes as opportunities for growth rather than signs of inadequacy, guiding viewers to approach challenges confidently. Awareness of potential learning from errors reduces anxiety. Understanding that perfection is not required fosters willingness to act. Scripture supports courage and experimentation as pathways to development. Experience builds confidence as mistakes are corrected and lessons applied, Emotional resilience grows as hesitation diminishes. Scripture reinforces that deliberate action, even with risk, strengthens capability. This story highlights courage in the face of potential error. Faith in personal growth develops as viewers learn to take action confidently and learn from every experience. Disorganization quietly diminishes productivity. Without clear systems, responsibilities blur, creating subtle stress and frustration. Scripture encourages creating structure, helping viewers regain clarity and purpose while reducing mental overload. Implementing organized routines restores focus. Understanding where effort is most effective allows for efficient progress. Scripture emphasizes deliberate planning and task management as tools for stability. Consistency builds confidence naturally. Tasks are completed effectively. Emotional balance strengthens, and subtle stress diminishes. Scripture reinforces that structured effort leads to sustainable results. This story highlights the importance of organization. Viewers learn that clarity and structure strengthen confidence and prepare them for purposeful, efficient action. Hidden worry often grows when responsibilities increase unexpectedly. People may feel pressure to manage everything perfectly, quietly reducing confidence and creating subtle anxiety. Scripture encourages prioritization and thoughtful reflection, reminding viewers that focus on manageable tasks restores clarity and control. Breaking complex responsibilities into smaller steps allows the mind to regain calm. Understanding which actions yield the most impact restores momentum and reduces mental strain. Scripture reinforces deliberate, intentional effort as a way to maintain balance under pressure. When priorities are clear, confidence strengthens naturally. The mind becomes calmer and emotional resilience improves, making decision-making more effective. Scripture emphasizes that steady focus produces consistent and reliable progress. Awareness of limits and thoughtful pacing prevent overwhelm. Consistent evaluation of tasks allows viewers to act strategically, enhancing both efficiency and calm. Fear of rejection often appears silently in social or professional situations. People hesitate to speak or act, worrying about others' opinions, which subtly undermines confidence. Scripture encourages trusting inner understanding and preparation, guiding viewers to act with integrity rather than fear. Reflecting on past experiences where efforts were successful strengthens belief in personal capability. Understanding that not all outcomes are under control reduces anxiety and quiets overthinking. Scripture reinforces that thoughtful action rather than avoidance builds resilience. Taking measured steps allows confidence to grow organically. Emotional stability improves as hesitation diminishes and actions align with values. Scripture emphasizes that internal guidance is more reliable than external approval. Consistent practice in facing situations builds courage. Each intentional action reinforces capability, creating momentum for future decisions. Mental clutter quietly diminishes focus. Juggling multiple thoughts, responsibilities, or concerns creates subtle stress, making even simple tasks feel overwhelming. Scripture encourages reflection and prioritization, helping viewers regain calm and channel energy efficiently. Organizing thoughts into actionable steps reduces mental pressure. Understanding what requires immediate attention allows focus to become productive rather than scattered. Scripture supports structured attention as a tool for consistent progress. Improved focus restores confidence naturally. Emotional balance strengthens as tasks are approached methodically and completed effectively. Scripture emphasizes clarity over haste, showing that careful effort is more impactful than scattered energy. Regular evaluation of mental priorities fosters long-term stability. Deliberate reflection helps maintain control over thoughts, reducing the risk of burnout. Uncertainty often quiets motivation. People may hesitate to begin projects or pursue goals because the outcome feels unknown, eroding subtle confidence. Scripture encourages beginning with what is possible and focusing on actionable steps, helping viewers navigate uncertainty with clarity. Understanding the value of starting despite unknowns restores momentum. Reflection allows recognition that effort in the present lays the foundation for future success. Scripture reinforces that consistent action in uncertainty builds resilience. Confidence grows as viewers see progress through incremental steps. Emotional stability strengthens as fear of the unknown diminishes. Scripture emphasizes that deliberate effort outweighs worry about unpredictable results. Patience combined with focus allows steady movement. By embracing actionable control, viewers can navigate uncertainty without hesitation or self-doubt. Persistent comparison subtly diminishes self-esteem. Observing the progress of others can create quiet dissatisfaction, even when personal achievements are meaningful. Scripture encourages valuing individual journeys, emphasizing that personal growth matters more than external recognition. Recognizing unique strengths and focusing on personal goals restores confidence. Understanding that everyone develops at a different pace reduces anxiety and frustration. Scripture reinforces self-directed development as a pathway to lasting resilience. Confidence increases naturally when attention shifts from others to one's own journey. Emotional balance improves as viewers focus on measurable personal progress. Scripture emphasizes recognition of effort as the main standard of achievement. Focusing on one's own growth allows deliberate decision-making. By honoring personal accomplishments, viewers strengthen both competence and self-assurance. Hidden frustration often builds during slow progress. People work hard but feel effort is unrecognized, which subtly diminishes motivation. Scripture encourages understanding that growth is cumulative and may occur invisibly, reminding viewers that consistent effort is never wasted. Recognizing that progress is often gradual restores calm and patience. Understanding that every small action contributes to long-term results reinforces determination. Scripture emphasizes persistence as essential for sustained achievement. Confidence strengthens as viewers focus on steady effort rather than immediate recognition. Emotional stability improves as quiet consistency replaces anxiety about results. Scripture highlights that trust in the process strengthens resilience. Small wins accumulate over time, reinforcing belief in personal capability. Each deliberate step adds to confidence, preparing viewers to sustain effort during prolonged challenges. Unexpected challenges often create hesitation. People face new situations and quietly question their ability to succeed, which erodes subtle confidence. Scripture encourages reflection and careful planning, showing that intentional action in the midst of uncertainty builds resilience. Analyzing challenges with calm focus restores control. Understanding that obstacles can be managed through deliberate steps reduces anxiety. Scripture supports thoughtful problem-solving over reactionary behavior. Confidence grows as viewers respond intentionally rather than impulsively. Emotional stability strengthens as solutions replace worry. Scripture emphasizes that steady, mindful action produces reliable outcomes. Facing challenges regularly enhances competence. Each success reinforces courage, improving readiness for future uncertainties. Overcommitment often quietly drains energy and focus. People take on too many responsibilities, undermining confidence and creating subtle stress. Scripture encourages awareness of personal capacity and the importance of boundaries, guiding viewers towards sustainable productivity. Understanding limits restores balance. Prioritizing tasks according to impact prevents burnout. Scripture supports deliberate pacing and intentional effort as tools for long-term effectiveness. Confidence strengthens when responsibilities align with capacity. Emotional stability improves as energy is managed thoughtfully. Scripture emphasizes that deliberate action within limits fosters consistent growth. Maintaining focus on high-priority tasks allows steady progress. Strategic energy allocation builds both competence and emotional resilience over time. Fear of failure often prevents action quietly. People avoid opportunities, imagining negative outcomes, which subtly diminishes confidence. Scripture encourages viewing mistakes as learning opportunities, rather than judgments on worth, fostering a mindset of growth. Awareness of potential lessons from error restores courage. Understanding that perfection is unnecessary allows viewers to act with measured confidence. Scripture supports deliberate experimentation as a tool for development. Confidence strengthens through experience. Emotional resilience grows as hesitation decreases and actionable learning accumulates. Scripture emphasizes that thoughtful risk-taking cultivates competence. Repeated engagement builds competence and self-assurance. Each action reinforces the ability to respond calmly and effectively to challenges. Subtle distraction often reduces performance without awareness. Divided attention and constant interruptions make progress slow and stressful. Scripture encourages focusing on essential tasks, helping viewers direct effort efficiently and regain calm. Understanding priorities allows energy to be channeled where it matters most. Concentrated attention enhances output and reduces wasted effort. Scripture reinforces the importance of structured focus over scattered activity. Confidence grows naturally as tasks are completed successfully. Emotional stability strengthens as viewers gain control over attention and reduce mental chaos. Scripture emphasizes that steady, focused action produces reliable results. Deliberate practice in maintaining focus builds long-term productivity. Each completed task reinforces competence, preparing viewers to handle complex responsibilities calmly. Hidden stress often accumulates when expectations are unclear. People may take on responsibilities without clear guidance, creating subtle tension that diminishes confidence over time. Scripture encourages assessing situations carefully and establishing clarity before acting, guiding viewers toward focused, deliberate choices. Breaking down ambiguous responsibilities into clear steps reduces anxiety. Understanding priorities allows energy to be applied efficiently and restores mental balance. Scripture emphasizes intentional action, showing that clarity fosters steady progress. Confidence grows as viewers approach tasks with defined purpose. Emotional stability strengthens when uncertainty is replaced with understanding. Scripture reinforces that thoughtful evaluation improves both performance and resilience. Regular assessment and clear planning prevent overwhelm. When priorities are well defined, viewers can act decisively and maintain consistent progress without unnecessary stress. Overthinking often undermines productivity. People replay scenarios endlessly in their minds, imagining problems and magnifying small challenges, which quietly reduces confidence. Scripture encourages focusing on actionable steps rather than imagined outcomes, helping viewers respond thoughtfully instead of reacting to fear. Awareness of thought patterns restores control over decisions. Recognizing what can realistically be influenced allows viewers to focus energy effectively. Scripture reinforces that deliberate, informed action builds capability and reduces mental fatigue. Confidence strengthens as focus shifts from imagined risks to practical solutions. Emotional balance improves as hesitation diminishes and clarity grows. Scripture emphasizes steady, intentional action as a means to overcome mental distraction. Consistent application of focused thought allows progress to become visible. Each completed step reinforces belief in personal ability and reduces anxiety over uncertainty. Fatigue often quietly erodes decision-making. Tired minds exaggerate small difficulties, making challenges appear larger than they are. Scripture encourages taking intentional pauses, emphasizing that clarity and effectiveness come from balanced energy and mental renewal. Recognizing personal limits allows viewers to pace themselves. Understanding that rest is not weakness restores confidence and reduces subtle anxiety. Scripture emphasizes deliberate recovery as a necessary part of sustainable progress. Confidence and focus improve naturally when energy is managed thoughtfully. Emotional resilience strengthens as clarity returns and decisions feel grounded. Scripture reinforces that deliberate attention combined with recovery produces consistent results. Maintaining awareness of energy levels allows consistent performance. Each thoughtful pause contributes to steady competence and measured progress. Self-doubt often surfaces quietly in moments of high expectation. People question their abilities and hesitate, allowing fear to quietly influence decisions. Scripture encourages trusting preparation and recognizing past achievements, showing viewers that confidence grows through reflection and deliberate action. Reflecting on personal experience reinforces competence. Understanding that skills have been developed over time builds courage to act even under pressure. Scripture emphasizes the value of measured evaluation over impulsive hesitation. Confidence grows as deliberate action accumulates. Emotional resilience strengthens when past experience becomes a source of assurance rather than fear. Scripture highlights that trust in personal preparation produces reliable outcomes. Regular practice in intentional action builds both capability and self-assurance. Each success reinforces the ability to respond confidently in future challenges. Unexpected obstacles often appear quietly, disrupting plans and testing patience. People may feel overwhelmed, quietly reducing motivation and confidence. Scripture encourages viewing challenges as opportunities for learning and growth, guiding viewers to respond strategically rather than react emotionally. Careful analysis of obstacles restores calm and allows practical solutions to emerge. Understanding that difficulties are part of the journey reduces frustration and supports measured action. Scripture emphasizes thoughtful response over impulsive reaction. Confidence strengthens as viewers navigate challenges deliberately. Emotional stability grows as proactive solutions replace stress and hesitation. Scripture reinforces the importance of composure when facing unexpected circumstances. Regular reflection on problem-solving experiences builds resilience. Each successful response enhances capability, creating momentum for future challenges. Distraction often diminishes productivity quietly. Constant interruptions and scattered focus make meaningful progress feel slow and frustrating. Scripture encourages prioritizing high-impact activities, helping viewers direct energy effectively and regain calm concentration. Understanding what truly matters allows viewers to focus effort on what produces tangible results. Deliberate attention reduces wasted energy and reinforces competence. Scripture emphasizes the value of sustained focus over fragmented effort. Confidence naturally grows as tasks are completed efficiently. Emotional balance improves as focus is maintained and distractions are minimized. Scripture highlights that steady attention creates measurable and reliable outcomes. Developing habits of focused effort reinforces long-term capability. Each successful completion builds momentum and self-assurance. Frustration often appears quietly when progress is slower than expected. People may work diligently yet feel their efforts are ineffective, subtly undermining motivation. Scripture encourages recognizing that growth often occurs beneath the surface and that patience is a key element of steady progress. Awareness of gradual advancement restores calm and perspective. Understanding that small improvements accumulate over time reduces discouragement and strengthens resilience. Scripture emphasizes patience and persistent effort as essential components of success. Confidence grows as viewers focus on steady progress rather than immediate results. Emotional stability improves when delayed outcomes are viewed as part of a larger journey. Scripture reinforces trust in the process as a stabilizing force. Sustained effort in quiet periods reinforces capability. Each deliberate action contributes to eventual success and strengthens belief in personal competence. Hidden worry often grows when people compare themselves to others. Observing others' achievements can create quiet dissatisfaction and reduce self-confidence. Scripture encourages valuing individual paths, emphasizing that personal growth is the most meaningful measure of progress. Focusing on unique strengths restores balance and motivation. Understanding that everyone develops at a different pace reduces anxiety and frustration. Scripture reinforces that steady, self-directed effort is more productive than constant comparison. Confidence strengthens as attention shifts inward. Emotional resilience improves as viewers appreciate incremental progress and personal milestones. Scripture highlights that growth is best measured by personal effort rather than external standards. Consistent focus on personal goals builds momentum. Each deliberate step reinforces capability and quiet confidence. Fear of making mistakes often prevents action quietly. People may avoid tasks or opportunities, imagining failure before taking the first step, subtly diminishing confidence. Scripture encourages seeing errors as opportunities for learning rather than proof of inadequacy, promoting a growth-oriented mindset. Awareness of potential lessons reduces anxiety and fosters courage to act. Understanding that perfection is not required allows viewers to approach challenges confidently. Scripture emphasizes that deliberate risk-taking strengthens skill and resilience. Confidence develops as experience grows through action. Emotional stability improves as hesitation diminishes and learning is integrated into future efforts. Scripture reinforces that thoughtful experimentation cultivates competence. Each opportunity to act, even imperfectly, builds preparedness. Gradual accumulation of experience enhances self-assurance and strategic decision-making. Unexpected changes often quietly create subtle stress. People cling to routines and hesitate when familiar patterns shift, reducing confidence in decision-making. Scripture encourages adaptability, showing viewers that flexibility is a key element of resilience and personal growth. Embracing change with intentional reflection reduces tension and restores clarity. Understanding that discomfort often accompanies growth allows calm, strategic responses. Scripture reinforces that adaptability strengthens both capability and emotional stability. Confidence grows as viewers navigate transitions deliberately. Emotional resilience improves as proactive adjustment replaces resistance. Scripture emphasizes the value of thoughtful, flexible action in dynamic situations. Regular practice in responding to change enhances competence. Each successful adaptation builds confidence and prepares viewers for future unpredictability. Overthinking often paralyzes progress. People revisit every detail repeatedly, imagining negative outcomes that rarely occur, quietly undermining confidence. Scripture encourages focusing on tangible actions rather than imagined fears, helping viewers take practical steps and regain control over their decisions. Evaluating what is realistically controllable reduces mental strain. Understanding priorities allows energy to be applied where it has the greatest impact. Scripture emphasizes deliberate, focused effort over wasted mental cycles. Confidence grows as viewers shift attention from hypothetical problems to actionable solutions. Emotional stability strengthens when clarity replaces speculation and hesitation diminishes. Scripture highlights that steady, intentional action strengthens resilience. Consistent practice in decisive thinking reinforces competence. Each completed task builds trust in personal judgment and enhances the ability to navigate complex situations with calm assurance. Hidden frustration arises when progress feels invisible. People may work consistently, yet perceive no tangible results, leading to quiet discouragement. Scripture encourages recognizing that consistent effort, even when unseen, contributes to eventual success and growth. Acknowledging small achievements and incremental steps restores motivation. Understanding that visible outcomes are not the only indicator of progress fosters patience and perseverance. Scripture reinforces that persistence, cultivates long-term competence. Confidence strengthens as viewers focus on process over immediate results. Emotional stability improves when effort is validated internally rather than by external recognition. Scripture highlights that steadfast dedication is the key to enduring accomplishment. Awareness of cumulative impact encourages consistent effort. Each step, though subtle, builds momentum, reinforcing capability and preparing viewers for meaningful success. Fear of failure quietly limits potential. People avoid challenging opportunities, imagining disastrous outcomes, and eroding subtle confidence. Scripture encourages embracing calculated risks, framing errors as growth opportunities rather than evidence of inadequacy. Recognizing the lessons in mistakes reduces fear and builds courage. Understanding that perfection is not required allows action to proceed with measured confidence. Scripture emphasizes that proactive engagement, even with risks, strengthens skill and resilience. Confidence develops as experience accumulates. Emotional stability improves when hesitation is replaced by purposeful action. Scripture highlights that repeated engagement builds competence and self-assurance. Each attempt, whether perfect or flawed, increases preparedness. Success becomes a natural consequence of persistent effort and deliberate learning. Distraction often diminishes effectiveness quietly. People juggle multiple priorities simultaneously, reducing focus and creating subtle stress. Scripture encourages identifying what truly matters and directing attention intentionally, helping viewers regain control and achieve meaningful outcomes. Clarifying priorities allows energy to be channeled efficiently. Understanding which tasks yield the greatest impact reduces wasted effort. Scripture reinforces structured attention as a pathway to consistent results. Confidence strengthens as focused effort produces visible progress. Emotional stability improves as viewers experience the satisfaction of completion and mastery. Scripture emphasizes the value of disciplined attention over scattered activity. Developing habits of focused engagement builds long-term competence. Each deliberate effort reinforces skill and quiet confidence. Persistent self-doubt can quietly erode motivation. Even capable individuals may question their ability, especially when facing unfamiliar tasks. Scripture encourages reflection on prior accomplishments and preparation, showing that confidence grows through intentional thought and measured action. Acknowledging personal achievements strengthens belief in one's capacity. Understanding that skills are cultivated over time builds courage to act despite uncertainty. Scripture emphasizes that trust in preparation promotes steady confidence. Confidence grows as viewers take intentional steps. Emotional resilience strengthens when prior experience becomes a foundation for decision-making. Scripture highlights that deliberate, informed action nurtures capability and calm. Continual practice in thoughtful engagement enhances competence. Each step taken reinforces readiness for future challenges and strategic action. Unexpected obstacles often quietly challenge resilience. People may feel overwhelmed, questioning their ability to handle difficulties, which subtly diminishes confidence. Scripture encourages viewing obstacles as opportunities to strengthen skill and problem-solving abilities rather than threats. Analyzing challenges carefully restores control. Understanding that difficulties are part of the growth process fosters calm, deliberate responses. Scripture reinforces that measured action produces reliable results in uncertain situations. Confidence grows as viewers navigate obstacles intentionally. Emotional stability strengthens as problem-solving replaces worry and hesitation. Scripture emphasizes that steady focus enables effective adaptation. Each experience with challenges builds strategic competence. Gradual mastery of difficulties enhances self-assurance and prepares viewers for more complex situations. Quiet impatience often builds during slow progress. People expect immediate results and feel frustration when outcomes take time. subtly undermining motivation. Scripture encourages trusting the process, emphasizing that gradual, consistent effort produces sustainable results. Recognizing the long-term nature of growth restores calm. Understanding that meaningful outcomes often develop beneath the surface reduces anxiety and encourages persistence. Scripture highlights patience as a necessary companion to effort. Confidence grows as viewers focus on steady progress rather than immediate reward. Emotional resilience strengthens when patience replaces urgency and frustration. Scripture reinforces that trusting the process cultivates both skill and composure. Sustained effort over time generates momentum. Each deliberate action reinforces belief in personal capability and strategic judgment. Comparison quietly erodes confidence. Watching others succeed can lead to subtle dissatisfaction, even when personal achievements are meaningful. Scripture encourages valuing unique journeys, emphasizing that personal growth is the truest measure of success. Focusing on individual progress restores motivation. Understanding that everyone develops at a different pace reduces anxiety and enhances satisfaction. Scripture emphasizes self-directed effort as a path to resilience. Confidence strengthens as attention shifts inward. Emotional stability improves when viewers recognize incremental accomplishments and celebrate personal milestones. Scripture reinforces that growth should be measured by effort, not external standards. Consistent attention to one's own journey fosters long-term competence. Each deliberate step builds momentum, reinforcing the ability to act decisively and confidently. Overcommitment often quietly drains energy and focus. Taking on too many responsibilities creates subtle stress and reduces effectiveness. Scripture encourages awareness of personal limits and deliberate prioritization, helping viewers manage tasks sustainably. Recognizing capacity allows for strategic allocation of energy. Understanding which responsibilities are essential fosters calm and restores productivity. Scripture emphasizes pacing and intentional action as tools for lasting progress. Confidence strengthens as viewers complete tasks within their capacity. Emotional stability improves when boundaries are respected, reducing the risk of burnout. Scripture reinforces that effective effort depends on managing limits wisely. Strategic management of responsibilities builds consistent progress. Each completed task reinforces personal competence and quiet assurance. Hidden worry often undermines decision-making. People anticipate negative outcomes, allowing imagined threats to influence choices and quietly eroding confidence. Scripture encourages focusing on what can be controlled, promoting thoughtful, practical action rather than speculative fear. Evaluating circumstances calmly restores clarity. Understanding realistic risks enables viewers to respond effectively without anxiety. Scripture emphasizes deliberate consideration as a pathway to confidence and resilience. Confidence grows as viewers act based on preparation and understanding. Emotional stability strengthens when fear is replaced with strategic action. Scripture highlights the value of measured response in uncertain situations. Developing a mindset focused on control and intention enhances long-term capability. Each thoughtful decision reinforces trust in judgment and prepares viewers to face future challenges with assurance. Throughout these outlines, a clear pattern emerges. Growth, resilience, and confidence are cultivated, not through instant success, but through deliberate, intentional action. Small, steady steps, thoughtful reflection, and consistent effort form the foundation of personal strength. Challenges, obstacles, and moments of doubt are not indicators of weakness. They are opportunities to build capability, emotional stability, and strategic insight. By approaching each situation with awareness and focus, viewers learn to navigate uncertainty calmly and effectively. Gradual progress accumulates into meaningful achievement, reinforcing belief in personal competence. Emotional resilience grows as hesitation, distraction, and self-doubt are replaced with confidence, clarity, and purposeful action. Patience, adaptability, and self-directed effort emerge as essential principles for sustained success. Scripture provides guidance not as a distant ideal, but as a practical framework for building inner strength and navigating challenges thoughtfully. Ultimately, viewers are encouraged to trust the process, focus on deliberate action, and embrace every experience, successful or imperfect, as a step toward growth. Consistency, reflection, and mindful effort prepare them to handle future challenges with steady confidence, calm determination, and resilience that endures.